Everyone, so today I'm going to talk about the Zurich Vista and also the RL360 products like the Quantum and the Paragon. So how do these products work? So they are, just like the Generali Vision, monthly premium products. And they all work in a very similar way. In other words, if you've got a 10-year policy and you're paying for 120 months, it's a relatively good value policy. If you've got a 20-year policy and you're paying for 240 months, again, it's a relatively good value policy. Because what tends to happen is at the end of the 240 months or 120 months, you are given a big bonus, which negates the fees in large part. However, most people do not pay in for the full term. And the reason why is the charges gradually get higher until year 7, year 8, and people give up. So the question is, first of all, are these products that different in terms of charging? Yes and no. I mean, the Generali is a bit cheaper on the 5 and 10 year, but on the larger scale ones, or should we say the longer length ones, like 20, 25, 30 years, they all work very similar in terms of the charges. It's just that, company one, they might be a bit more expensive in year 7. Company 2, it might be year 8, they charge the most fees. But at the end of the day, they all work in a very similar way. So yes, you can make money from these products. And actually, I've seen some people make 8% per year or more. But that's only when they can pay in every single time. So my suggestion for these kind of products is, if you want to do these kind of products, make sure you can contribute for 10 or 15 years. I would say 25 years, it's very unlikely you can contribute every single time. But the 10 or 15-year products, I have seen people contribute every single time and make a lot of money. But then there's a follow-up question. If your policy is not doing well, or you've stopped contributing to your policy, which means you can't actually get the bonuses, what can you do? So you can either completely withdraw from the product. You can take a small penalty-free surrender from the product. Well, it's not always small. Sometimes it's small, 20%, sometimes it's 80%. But basically, if you've got 200 grand in your policy, you might be able to take out 100 grand and put that into a cheaper product. And finally, you might just be able to change some of the fees within the product. So my advice would be, if you've got one of these products, it's not performing very well, I would seek a solution to the product. So if you do have one of these policies, don't hesitate to contact us on the email below, because we've solved these issues many times in the past, and we'll be happy to give you confidential advice.